I've been thinking a lot. Is Call of Duty Blackout the new big thing for Battle Royale? This is it, guys. The first ever week we could play Blackout, the new Battle Royale mode of Call of Duty. And it was such a refreshing week for me, just to see Call of Duty having a shot at Battle Royale. And I think it's really good to see some change in the Battle Royale scene, see some new competitors, and see how they want to play Battle Royale on their game. And I like to see Call of Duty try their Blackout. They need a lot of things to change, they need a lot of things to keep, and they need a lot of things to, yeah, just to tweak a little to be the best Battle Royale. But I don't think it will kill any game, just to be perfectly honest with you guys. And I will tell you how I feel about the game, and I want to know in the comments what you think about it. But let me start out what I really liked about the game. First of all, it's a hot action drop game. I mean, they dropped 100 players from helicopters, not really playing this time, helicopters. They drop down in a wingsuit, and they drop down on the ground and get a gun and start fighting. And that's what I like so much about Blackout. You get a gun, I mean, you drop out of the plane or the helicopter, you touch the ground and you find a reloaded gun. So immediately the fun starts. You can start to shoot right at the get-go. So no waiting time, no really looting times. I mean, I think the spawns are amazing currently. The weapon spawns are amazing. So a lot of fun with the guns. I dropped a lot of estate, I dropped a lot of firing range, I dropped a lot of dogs. And you had a lot of fun at it. I mean, you could hide behind some doors, corners, and you can use slides to have some amazing fights there. You had a lot of fun in the early stages. So even if you died quickly, which I did a lot, especially in the beginning, because I wasn't really used to the mechanics. But if you died a lot, you can jump right into the new action again. Pretty fast, pretty amazing, pretty good. So that's what I liked about the things. They picked Battle Royale at a good moment. So the map also they use is perfect for the size. I mean, you got 100 players, you have a lot of action mid-time, mid-game, you got a lot of action early game, you got a lot of action end game. So the map was good from the size perspective. From the perspective of the places you could visit were also pretty good. I mean, you had a lot of recognizable places from the Black Ops series. You got the zombie places like Asylum, you got the stage, you got the firing ranges, you got a lot of good places you could visit to refresh your memory, have some fun times there, and just have an amazing time in general. So I like the map, I like the place, there's a lot of good levolution. I like the way they used a lot of different heights. So that was well done by Treyarch, well done by Activision. Yeah, I like it more or less. I think the map has a good mix of everything actually. You've got some sea, you've got some desert area, you've got some roots, you've got some forests, you've got some city parts. It is well represented all everywhere, so I like the map design. It's really well done. What do I like more? I like the guns they have. It's a good mix of snipers, SMGs, LMGs, ARs, so well done. I also like that. And what I like the most currently in this current beta is the way they implemented vehicles, because oh my god, I was really surprised. Especially by a franchise like Call of Duty. I mean, the last time I drove anything in Call of Duty myself in the multiplayer aspect is like a tank in World at War, I guess. So it's Call of Duty 5 and it's already 10 years ago. In the meanwhile, I haven't seen any vehicles in Modern Warfare next to maybe the tech helicopters they can use, but not really fly them, did you? So they implemented vehicles, like for the first time, really first time. And they had a lot of things. So you had boats, you got helicopters, they got ATVs, they got the truck. I think that's a good range of vehicles. And they drive really good. I mean, you press F on the PC or maybe not a button on the console. You enter the vehicle and you had fun. You can drive. You had no silly crashes. You had no silly damage things. So the vehicles were well done. I had fun driving them. I had fun flying them. I had some struggles with the helicopter though in the beginning. I had to find out how it worked, but it is really well done. It's not like the helicopter is overpowered. It is not like the only thing the truck has a bit too much HP, especially in solo queue. But maybe in the squad it's better. So the ATV truck, the truck is a bit too buffy maybe. But again, a lot of fun with the vehicles. They were well designed, lovely to drive, and yeah, a lot of fun with those. So the vehicles are good, the map is good, the game is good. I mean the guns are good. I want to say gunplay, but the gunplay is one of the things I disliked a bit. I'm a player who started at Call of Duty 4, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. 1 actually, but 2 I played a lot. And I think a lot of people can agree with me that the gunplay was pretty fast paced in Call of Duty 2, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 I should say. You had a pretty low time to kill and you had a pretty low time to get killed. But it was fine because it was fast action and I liked it a lot. Then again, you can't really do that in a battle royale. You need to get some cover, you need to get some time to react. I think at the current moment, Treyarch went a little overboard with it. The time to kill is too high in my opinion. But again, this is a really personal preference and is a design choice. You have a lot of difference in, of course, the time to kill in Battlefield compared to Call of Duty. But it's a design choice. I don't like it that much. But again, the time to kill also has to do with the armor they use in Call of Duty Blackout. They've got an armor system, level 1, level 2, level 3, and they reduce the damage for you. Level 3 is of course the best one and level 1 is the worst one. But the worst is really having no armor, and that happens a lot, I think. So when you've got level 3 armor, you are nearly impossible to destroy in a matter of seconds. So you will have a lot of time to react. And that gets me to the gun fights. I don't really talk about the gun fights where you just see someone and he doesn't see you, so it's an easy kill. I talk more about the moments where you see the dude and the dude sees you, so you fight with each other. Then the thing is, we will win. And I think it is pretty clear. Almost everyone can shoot decently in Call of Duty. Not that much recoil, it's pretty easy to control. Just pull down a little bit to behave with the recoil patterns. And it's pretty easy to hit them. Move maybe a little bit to the left, to the side, to the right. Use some slides, but most of the time you will be pretty easy to hit. The only thing is, headshots are kind of hard to hit, or it's maybe hard to tell when you hit a headshot. I would always hit for the body, biggest chance to hit somebody. But okay, you see them, you see they see you. You shoot at each other. The guy with the high armor will always win because. And you have so much more health. When you have no armor against level 3, I mean, I think you have got like double HP. So, double the time to kill. Which is a bit too much for me, when you ask me. So, I don't know how I feel about this. I also play a lot of PUBG, and I don't think the armor makes that much of a difference in PUBG as it does in Blackout at the moment. It's a beta. They can still change so much, and I think it is something they can change pretty easily. So it's a good thing. A good thing for Treyarch. They listen to the community. That's what I like about Treyarch and Activision in general. They've got a quite active community. The COD community is active, and they listen to it most of the times. So that's what they do pretty well. So I've got faith in Call of Duty, I've got faith in changing the time to kill a little bit. However, when you look at the normal multiplayer, it's still a high time to kill. So yeah, I still don't know how to feel. I think the time to kill when you've got no armor, that's fine. That's how it should be the whole game. And I think actually, without armor it should be even less. But that's my opinion. Again, it's a design choice. Maybe I only played for 2 days because I'm a PC player. I could only play on a Saturday, a bit on the Friday night, and a bit on the Sunday. But that's how I feel about it. Time to kill is a bit too high. But then again, if you play more, if you get used to it, play more multiplayer, maybe it's fun actually. I can't tell in 2 days, so it's not really a negative point for me at the moment. I like it. I like it, you know, also to stay alive for a moment. It's also good to know. And that gets me back to another point actually, because I like the way they use health. You can move, you can have 3 swords, trauma type, the med pack, and how's the other one called? I forgot already. I think the first aid kit. That's the lowest one. the first aid. It works pretty well. I like the way they use it. So that's worked pretty well. But again, I want to talk one thing more about the gameplay. That's the recoil pattern. They are learnable. But when you play with a scope, let's for example say the LMG, the Titan, with a scope, it is ridiculous how easy it is to control the Titan on distance. With an LMG, most of the time you would expect a lot of recoil. Just a lot of recoil. Especially with a scope. With a holo or with a red dot, the reflex sight should be decent, but with a sight, 4 times, 3 times, 2 times, 6 times, you should have some recoil. Currently I don't really see recoil. I think that's a console thing. I think on PC there should be a bit more recoil. It's maybe hard to tell, maybe it's also design choice. Currently I'm used to the PUBG recoil. Then again, I play Black Ops 1, 2, 3. There wasn't that much recoil in it too, or even on PC. So again, there's a design choice. It's hard for me to like it. I currently am too used to PUBG, but maybe again, if I play more, I will like it more. I can't tell at the moment. So 2 days for me were too short to really test. That brings me also to one small thing about the Call of Duty franchise, more about Activision as a publisher. I don't like the exclusive site rights from PlayStation just to be first with Call of Duty. I mean, I'm a PC player, I'm just as important as a PlayStation player. Give me the same access as a PlayStation player, please. This is pretty easy. Of course, it's a money thing. Sony pays to have some exclusive rights, and Activision wants to make more money. I'm fine with it, okay. And of course, also PlayStation is currently, I think, the esports platform they use for Call of Duty World War II. So it's I understand why they do it, but this should change in my opinion. Also, the same thing is true for the esports, but I think that's a topic for another video, so let's keep it short here. One more thing I did not really like is at the PC, I'm playing on a 1080 Ti. That's a pretty good graphics card, not a 2080, but also it's not like a 1050 Ti or less. It's a decent video card. I played at the moment 90 FPS, like that's the cap. I didn't really have stutters, I didn't really have dropbacks, back to 50. Okay, I had some, but it was not that much. It's pretty well. But the graphics look like they are so damn old. The map is not beautiful. The trees look like blocks. The grass looks like it's right from Minecraft. They can use some things. I think that's what they use to make it able to play on a console like the PlayStation 4 is already the normal one. It's from 2013, if I'm correct. Yeah, it's a pretty old console, especially if you compare it with the modern day PC graphics. It's decent, but then again, I think it's the best you will get with Call of Duty. Mainly use Quake engine. Quake engine is pretty old at the moment, and I think it's amazing that they could just fit 100 players in such a map in this old engine. It's really kudos for the engineers of Call of Duty. It's really well done. I think it's pretty well done. The BR went pretty well. I had no crashes at all. Could just play. Ping was good. The beta, it just went really well. I heard some crash from some people, so keep in mind maybe some systems will have crashes. I didn't experience I didn't experience one even. So it is pretty good. It went well. Call of Duty, I think if you continue the path, improve the armor system, maybe if you try to implement a little bit more recoil on the PC, make it a bit different, it's pretty good. There's one last thing I actually want to mention, and that's the sniping. I will try to add a sniping clip, but I played a lot of sniping. Battlefield, Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, a lot of quick scoping I did then back in the days. But sniping feels really off. I don't know. I've played with Paladin and the other gun, the other sniper, but I couldn't really hit my targets. While in other games I can just hit them. Maybe it's because previous games they use hit registration, so you fire the gun and at that moment it will register the body on the other side. But now they use the bullet to hit, so they have bullet drop, they will use the time to travel. I don't really know how to explain it, but it is different, and I think it's not implemented that well at the moment. They still need to fix some things, but the sniping feels just a bit off. I think all those things can be fixed. I have a lot of trust in Call of Duty. They listen to the community. They are active. They want to make Blackout a real success. I believe the devs like David van der Haar or all those people, and I think the hype is real for this game. Especially on the console. It needs a bit more love on the PC, but I see where it's going. I like it. I don't know if it will kill PUBG. I don't know if it will kill Fortnite. It probably won't, but it is a great addition to the Battle Royale genre. So I love where it is going. I love where it is at the moment, and I want to see more of it when it launches on the 12th of October. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about the game, what you think about this video. Let me know if you pre-ordered the game, if you just bought it, if you played the Blackout. Let me know what your experiences were. And then again, I see you guys when the game launches, and I see you guys in my other videos. See you guys soon.